That Finnish guy said, even in the absence of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafran seems to be more united.
When Simon is not here, but you are more united. The media, they have said that Simon Ekpa will be captured until May of next year. I haven't read. But in the Finnish, there is no mention about that at all. So there is some contradictions going on. When Simon is not here, but you are more united.
Welcome back. That Finnish guy said, even in the absence of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafran seems to be more united. And this is what we're talking about, building a nation. Building a nation only entails one foundational requirement: synergy, similarity, familiarity. Because these people understand their historical backgrounds, how they all, came from a same source, right? These are the sons of the Inri. They all understand where they all came from, and they are always happy to work together. This issue of distrust will easily be resolved. Just take a look at the Biafran. A guy named Success, for misconduct, immediately was discharged. This is unlike Nigeria, where people who are corrupt, who are openly corrupt, thieves, will be pardoned. In fact, they'll be hiding their names. So what the United States of Biafra have been able to show to the rest of the Nigerian people is, when you are committed. In fact, I am saying, show me a person who is committed, I will show you the Biafrans. These are people who have been committed to this very cause for the last 50-something years. And finally, they are now getting the endorsement of the Finnish government, getting the endorsement of the United States of America. And of course, they are on that course of actualizing their dream, even without the presence of Simon Ekpa. This is because an ideology is driving this course. Ask me as a Yoruba man, would I want to do and undo, risk everything for Nigeria? I'll tell you, no, I don't give a damn. Ask a common Yoruba man. I think the only people that will say they are ready to do and undo for Nigeria are the Fulanese, because of course they are the only ones that have been able to usurp every other people's assets, resources, God-given, resource. These Fulanis, these Janjaweeds are the ones that come into your land, invade, and of course, you know what they do. Look at what they are doing in the east. Look at what they are doing in the south. Go and take a look at the people who own the largest share of the oil heads in Nigeria today. You start seeing them, the Fulanis, the Abokis, right? These are usurpers. This is why you see that they are ready to give it all. Their lives doesn't matter, provided their own share of the resources is not taken away. And these are the resources that they are not even their own. No. These are things that they stole from the rightful owners. And again, I have seen that the Nigerian government have been pushing so many propaganda. This is one of the things that was unveiled. I mean, this thing was just casted in that convention. The Finnish guy said, yes, I have seen that the Nigerian government has said Simon Ekpa will be in custody, will be in detention till May. And he came out to expose that these are lies. Don't forget that one of the most powerful tools the government has against its people is the power of media. And this is one of the things that the Biafrans have been able to defeat. That is why we have social media. This is why the convention was streamed live on YouTube and X. Because they know if they say they want to streamline it or stream it on, let's say, BBC. It wasn't as if they don't have the capacity. It wasn't as if they didn't have the money to at least take a snippet, show a snippet of 30 minutes on BBC or CNN. But because this media outfit and outlet are controlled by anti, sovereignty, anti-liberation forces, which of course are the global powers. BBC, a media channel that is owned by United Kingdom, will never push something like this. They won't talk about it because they are one of the most beneficiaries of this contraption called Nigeria. Right? Because Nigeria happens to be their best investment when it comes to colonization in the entire history of colonialism in Nigeria. Nigeria is the best asset for any colonial master ever in the world. It is a country where the people are happily living as slaves. They don't even have to use guns to put them in line. These are people who have accepted their fate. They've loved their chains. And one part of that investment said, no, we're tired of this. We want to leave. Or let us have our share. Then the leaders of that slave, they call them the slave leaders, which of course are the Janjaweeds, said, no, you never have your way. And somehow these slave leaders were able to look for, companions, of course, who are the Westerners. Then they started playing along. But these guys today learned from history. They learned from the past. They have been able to correct the mistakes that they made in the past. And today they have been able to achieve what nobody has even achieved in Africa. Yes, I tell you, there's no African country that has been able to achieve this monumental feat that the USB, like they are called, United States of Biafra, have been able to achieve as we speak. They are doing something similar to what Czechoslovakia achieved in 1918, when they also went to Washington, D.C. to declare their independence. And some years later down the line, they became a full-blown state. As it stands today, yes, maybe they've not been able to have that, but this is a major stepping stone, a major win, like never before. Over 10 million people streamlined this convention. And I must tell you, a part of those people that streamlined this, of course, are US congressmen. Even Tinubu watched it. The security advisor, Nigerian security advisor, watched it. Why was he not in Finland? See, they were claiming that they were the one that told Finland to arrest Simon Ekpa. Why didn't they go to? That is when you will know that the Nigerian government is nothing when it comes to them influencing this Biafran struggle. They are nothing but a featherweight. They don't have any influence. And that is only possible because Finland is not compromising. Let us check if we check the indices, if we check the position Finland stands when it comes to human rights protection, right? Finland sits at the top. They don't abuse your human right. This is a country that has come to live for many years that everybody must have equal right. If you are pushing for a struggle, they will let you do that as long as you're doing it within the confinement of their own laws. This Finnish guy said Simon Ekpa will be released after the convention. It was a strategic move by the Finnish government to support that cause. They wanted to see that this thing wasn't a one-man business, wasn't a one-man show. That's what they wanted to check. Like, Biafra is not a one-man show. This is a cause built on united purpose, a cause built on reasonable vision and ideology. This is a cause that even when one of them is being, out of, just not in the show, the union gets stronger. And this guy testified to it. He was amazed, like, wow. Now they are even more convinced, like, this is a cause that the followers, the contributors, Those who believe in it, the believers, are not clownish. They are not playing. They are not jokers. These guys are real matters. This was a test of the resilience of the Biafras. Simon Ekpa's arrest was a test of the resilience of the cause, just to checkmate if people will actually show up. And now Finland has finally endorsed it. And now they are ready to back it up with even their defense intelligence. And then I ask you, where does Nigeria stay? We can see that when the convention started, immediately Nigerian government now remember that, oh, yes, we have 50 Biafrans in cell. Oh, let us release them. Oh, so that Finland government will say that, well, Nigeria is. But of course, it is too late, because, again, social media never forgets. There are so many evidences, so many proofs, so many videos that has been forwarded to the Department of the Police of Finland, and they have seen all this, and these are the things that they want to take to ICC, International Criminal Court. They want to take this United Nations. Finland has said, we are coming all out. Just today, Alexander Stubb, the president of Finland, is going to the Defense Ministry Department to, just to monitor what's going on there. And I'm sure they are going to brief him of what is going on with Simon Ekpa. Like, hello, look at this guy. There were some people who lied against him that he was financing terrorism, and he was a scumbag. He then said he was into financial terrorism, and everything he was doing was just, was a lie. But haven't received this. We decided to test their resolve. We said, let us capture this guy for some few days and see if these people will actually stay away from Finland. But to our surprise, they proved us wrong. These guys were genuine. Look at them. Look at the event they had. In fact, they had this event in one of the most epical event center, John Sibelius in Lati. This is a guy that even supported Finland, when they were also, fighting for their own liberation. The same music guru, legend, Sibelius, that even wrote the rhythm for the Biafran national anthem. They used that event center to send a message to the Finnish government that, look, listen, we know they play. We know they play for you, right? We mean the business. Eddie mean business here. Pardon my Igbo. We mean business here. So at this stage, if you believe you are not of the Igbo extraction, but for one reason or the other, maybe because of your bigotry, because I've seen in my comment section where some people are saying, Niyi is just doing this for monetary purpose. No. You wouldn't understand, because all you think as maybe a Fulani or a Yoruba right now is because you do not have that resolve. You have not learned that people can be seriously committed to a concept and they see through it. Despite the fact that I'm a Yoruba man, I am not going to let bigotry blind my sense of judgment. These are people who are committed. Imagine these people have had their own fair share in federal government. You can imagine how committed they will be to the cause. What ideology drives Nigeria today? You as a Yoruba man, you were insulting me one Taiwo, so you were insulting me one Sam, you were insulting me. Let me ask you a simple question. You supported the current government of the day. Is this the best this man can offer? In less than 24 months, the Nigeria seems to be more divided. The Fulanis are already vowing fire and brimstone on him being re-elected. Is this the best he said he would offer? But because of your bigotry, right? Because of your hate and envy for those who are fighting for their own emancipation, or how does it affect, if they are fighting for their own emancipation, how does it affect you? Whether you want to be a one Nigerianist or whether you want to be an Oduduwa, how does it affect you? So why would you come and hate these people who are struggling for their own freedom? You voted a man in, or he rigged himself out, shall I say, Pardon my English. This man got in there by so many people has claimed that he stole the mandate of Obi. Now he is there, right? Getting into that place, he couldn't perform, he couldn't deliver. This is a man who has not had one media chat. He has not had any press media brief with anybody, whether his own personally owned TVC. He has been running away from media chat. He has not been able to communicate with the people to see that, okay, this man is not actually a robot. This man is a living organism. Can we ask him one or two questions? Can he speak to the people unscripted? Right? Even if there was a time that I supported him, when I saw his level of incompetence, I pulled back. There were so many Igbos that supported him one time or the other. There were so many Yorubas that supported him one time from the other. When they saw the level of incompetence, because of their objectivity, they pulled out. But some of you, because of bigotry. So if I am supporting the cause of Biafra, it is not because of money. It is because of the genuity. It is because these people have proven over the years. Look at this fight is more than 1 decade. Any struggle that can last more than 1 decade is no more a joke. That's why I'm looking at the banditry that is going on in the north. The banditry that started in 2012, 13. What are we? Over 10 years. Oh, boy. Defeating that banditry now needs an ideology, a developmental ideology from the Fulanis themselves. Of course, the Fulanis welcomed it. They wanted to use that. Are they not the one taking the whole resources? In the last 10 years, Nigeria has spent nothing less than 3 trillion to the defense of the North. And if you check the 3 trillion, about 50% has been engulfed by corruption. Was it not right before us that we saw a guy, the former defense, we saw Donyi Okupe. We saw Donyi Okupe under Jonathan. We saw, was it the former chief of army staff or chief of defense staff? I can't remember his name. Whether it's Dari, he also stole funds. We know what happened under Buhari. And a lot would have happened under this administration as well. So a country cannot continue like that. And some people are somewhere saying enough is enough. After all, people are agreed to be married. And when the marriage is becoming sour, what's happened? They come together and let us go our separate ways. These people have proven, and the Finnish government have come out to say, yes, these people are determined. And Alexander Stubb, I've seen it. This was a test of the Biafran faith. And the Finnish government have approved of it. And I don't think at this stage there is no stopping and no going back. Thank you. If you're just joining, kindly like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you. Do have a nice day. Bye for now.